KCN Nights, the podcast. Once again, live on scene at Grinders. Decades 2.0. Tonight, kicking off, making it summer. First Friday, just kicking off the summer. From here on out, it's nothing but sunny and hot. So get ready. We're going to go backstage. We're going to interview some of your favorite Kansas City musicians. KCN Nights, a podcast. Decades 2.0. We're crowd surfing with Mike Sumo Bransfield.
That's
is
correct.
that it?
Yeah. Sans crowd surf. No crowd surfing.
What is it?
I'm above the weight class for the crowd surfing.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine. You know what? Because you got a lot more to do.
Yeah.
Sumo is the drummer for Dolewite. And just talk to us about Decades 2.0.
Man, Decades was brought to us last year as kind of a passion project from Shawn, who we all loved. He's like, I've always had this idea. If we could pull it off, I think it'd be great. I got these three bands in mind, and we all love each other. And it's rare that we get to share the stage with bands, because we all we roll into these places, we set up the nightclub, we play the show, we tear it down, and we move on. But it's cool to have a venue that has everything in place so we can kind of give everybody equal time and have it be preset.
Right.
And just throw the biggest party we can.
Right, and you got to just watch the Disco Dick set, and didn't have to worry about anything there.
Man, anytime I get a chance to take in a good dick, I'm going to be there.
You know what?
Dick show, a good dick show.
Whoa. You Disco Dick and the Mirror Balls.
I'm sure I'm the first one that ever made some kind of sexual innuendo joke about their name.
Right, you got to be. So now, have you been with Dolewite for the whole 19 years?
Yeah, it's been, it was kind of one of these ideas that came. We were all a band together as kids, and people talked about trying to see if we can get back in the room and make some noise, and I kicked around this idea, thought everybody would like to do it, and we put together a short list, and we learned a bunch of shit for a Halloween show, and here we are.
And you're going to have another Halloween show coming up.
Yeah, we're going to do this again two more times this year. Halloween night at the Voodoo Lounge, and then New Year's Eve. Same bands, Voodoo Lounge.
Right, that's going to be great. Really looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And all you guys, most of you guys are from St. Joe.
Yeah, it's creepy the amount of people in the Kansas City music scene that herald from St. Joe. A lot of the Zeros are from St. Joe, too.
That's right. Sean and Larry, right?
Yeah, Sean and Larry from St. Joe. Radke Boys are from St. Joe.
Yeah,
we're all from St. Joe.
Right. One of my favorite bands, Radke. I've seen them quite a few times.
Yeah.
And so you have got to come over and sit down with us and let us do a whole hour with you, podcast-wise. Would that be cool?
Yeah. I mean, is it shirts and skins, or is it all?
No disco dick or anything like that.
Dick free. I'm good.
We're dick free. Hey, KCN Nights, a podcast. Sumo, you're a great drummer, bro. You're great.
Appreciate it, man. Very much. Very much.
KCN Nights, the podcast. We're backstage at Grinders, yes. Decades 2.0. I'm with a member of Dolewite. What's your name?
Warrren.
Warrren.
Element for short.
Element. You know what? Totally. Warrren, I mean, what is it? What kind of musician? I mean, you play what, keyboards and
That is that man over there, Teaspoon. He's the keyboard, guitar.
Oh, okay, all right. But you do.
I do turntables and vocals.
Okay, turntables and vocals. All right, nice. You do a great job.
Well, thank you, sir.
Of turntables and vocals.
I appreciate it.
How long you been in from the beginning with Dolewite?
Yes, 19 years now? Something like that? 19 years.
19 years. That's incredible.
Yes. We can vote. It can vote.
Did you think it would be 19 years from the time you started?
I was thinking hopefully, 5 would be great, 6, Yeah, kept going, getting stronger, and here we are, 19 years later. Appreciate everybody.
Oh, you're great. Just the amount of energy that you all put out there is incredible. I mean, after a show, you're a young man, but you've been younger.
38.
After a show, how do you feel after a show like that?
Oh, it takes a little bit on Sundays. Sunday's recovery day, man. So it's to sit by the pool and relax. But yeah, it's tough. The older we get, the harder it gets, man. So
it's
still fun. It's still fun.
Yeah.
Still
Gosh.
working.
And then this is the second year with the Decades.
Yes.
2.0. Just tell us about that.
No, it's great, man. We hadn't played with the Zeros for 17 years. We never played with them. And then we played last year, and then this year. This is great. We're going to do it Halloween, too, at the Voodoo. So same show, same lineup.
Oh, sorry. Is that the 31st of October? Or
I will have to look, but I think so. It's whatever that weekend of Halloween is. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's great. That's great. I'm excited about
It's
tonight.
gonna be a great
Yeah.
show.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Appreciate
It's
it, man.
great
Nice
to
meeting
meet
you
you.
guys.
Bonus question. How's the hockey treating you? You still doing some hockey?
Yeah, I still do
Oh.
that men's league stuff, man. And
Wow, okay.
it's rough too, man. Friday mornings are usually pretty tough. So.
What position are you?
I'm a left wing.
Left wing.
Yeah, in the old Crow League, man, old beer league.
That's great. Good for you. Well, that's amazing that
Yeah.
you.
Can still lace them up. I agree.
And who are you rooting for then in the NHL?
Let's go Blues.
Okay, sure. St. Louis Blues, right? Okay. Hey, thank
Appreciate you, man.
Looking
Nice
forward
meeting
to
you.
it. All right, we're just going to keep down the line.
Yeah,
Here
yeah.
we go.
Richie,
Come here. Come here, Richie.
Hello.
Richie, you play bass, is that right?
That's correct. That's correct.
And how long have you been with Dolewite?
See, I'm the baby member. I've only been in here about a year and a half.
Oh, nice. Well,
That's
Oh.
correct. Yes, yes.
all right, nice.
Yeah, so a bit of an instrument change there because for them, I started out with keys, moved to keys and guitar and vocals, and now I was just started as a bassist in here, and then now I've done bass and vocals, and some keys now with another song we just threw in too. So I'm growing. They're letting me spread my wings.
Well, you're doing a great job. You did a great job. What was the song again that you sing?
It Takes Two by Rob Bass.
That's it. But man, that was really good. You did a great job on that. What do you think about being in Dolewite compared to the other bands that you've been in?
Well, it's hands down the best group I've been in. I mean, they're just all such great people. I mean, and like Warren was saying, they've been at it for 19 years, so they got it all figured out, you know. So it all runs smooth as butter, and I mean, they all know how to have a good time with it, you know. And I think that is infectious back and forth, you know. And I've known them for a long time, even before I was in the band. So
Okay. Oh, really?
yeah,
All right.
since I was a kid.
How
so-
did that work out? How did that happen?
Well, I think who met my dad first? Because my dad, I think, knew Sumo first, and then, you know,
Tell us who your dad is.
he's nobody special. just a guy, a wannabe radio star. No, Stephen St. John from Sports Radio WHB 810.
Hey, Stephen St. John and I went to the same grade school. We both went to Holy Cross,
really?
different years, but
I'm very sorry.
I didn't know him. It'd be great to meet him, though.
Yeah,
That's
he's a
great.
great
man.
guy. I give him crap, but he's a great guy. But that's what you got to do for your dad, you know. Can't you got to knock him down a peg or two.
Well, you are a talented person as well, and certainly looking forward to tonight. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's going to be a very fun night. Thank you.
Yeah, you got it. All right, Kansas City Knights. Mike, what's your last name?
Flannigan.
Mike Flannigan. You are pretty amazing, dude.
Appreciate it, man. I work hard at it.
Well, it's obvious. When Mike is the lead singer for Dolewite.
MC vocals.
Thank you. Yes. When I saw you guys recently, you were just drenched. You put it all out there. It's amazing. And you've been doing this for how long now?
Almost 19 years. It's going to be 19 years in October.
And was this all your idea?
No, not at all. We had a bass player that's not with us anymore. He went and moved to Colorado, but it was his idea. And we were going to do a show for Halloween at a bar that the drummer, Sumo, managed at the time. And we were only supposed to do one show. So we practiced a few times, you know, a few months. And we got this show together and we played it. And that was supposed to be it. But people liked it so much and they kept asking us back. So 19 years later.
19 years later, and still going strong. Like I said, I'm new to Dolewite. I've just been blown away the last couple times, and my apologies for being new to Dolewite.
It's all right, man.
Yeah, it was at Barley's. I mean, I saw you last year at Decades 1.0, but gosh, so for you. This being the second year for this, I mean, what's this mean? Is this something you want to keep going?
For sure. The thing I like about this show is, you know, we've known Disco Dick and Zeros forever, but we never get to see each other play because we're always playing when the other band is playing. So this is the time we can actually see the other band perform, and, you know, that's cool. Zeros got us our start down here in Kansas City because, you know, we were in St. Joe. And we tried to start shopping the band around down in Kansas City, and everybody was like, a bunch of white guys rapping, now we'll pass, you know. But the Zeros vouched for us. They're like, no, you got to check it out. So they got us going.
Sure. That ain't no kidding. You've definitely got to check out Dolewite. There's no doubt about it. And what's coming up then? I mean, you guys, it's a full schedule this summer, right?
I think we're pretty much booked out till New Year's. So I mean, we got a couple gaps until New Year's. Yeah.
We already know about Halloween at the Voodoo.
Yeah. We got some other stuff coming up. I'm real bad about remembering all the dates and the shows. We just do so damn many of them. But yeah, we've got some cool stuff coming up. Some more shows with Zeros and Disco Dick, and we got the night before Thanksgiving. We always play at Uptown Theater. So we got some Voodoo Lounge shows coming up. So yeah.
That's great. You know, you really are fantastic at what you do out there on stage. I'm so impressed.
Appreciate it.
What's a favorite song that you like?
I like the Eminem stuff because it's
Okay.
I don't know, it's fun to sing. It's challenging to sing. You know, his stuff's like vocally pretty hard to do.
Is that in a certain set? Is that second set or is it just
We
mixed
do
all through?
some Eminem in the second and the third set usually when we're playing like a full night. But I don't think we're doing any tonight, but because it's just a 1 hour set. But yeah.
It's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to it. Mike Flannigan, is it Flannigan? Is that right?
Flannigan.
I'm Irish. I'm Shannon Geber is who I am. It's great to meet you. It really is. Mike Flannigan, Dolewite, Decades 2.0. Let's go. Good.
Shannon's happy. He's got to recharge for this part.
Let's get some stuff out of the way here. Oh, there's.
Oh yeah, lots of jump.
Look. There's a press pass just hanging out down here. I had to damn near hook for one. For gosh sakes. Shannon Geber, Kansas City Nights podcast. What's your name?
Tommy Burnett.
Tommy Burnett. Keyboards.
Yep. Keyboards, guitar.
Keyboards, guitar.
Backup vocal.
Yeah.
Oh, teaspoon.
Teaspoon.
I'm sorry.
Teaspoon with Dolewite, and man, you are talented. I've watched you play, and you're all across the board on this stuff.
I like to keep busy, fill in, play all sorts of things to make it sound bigger, and I like to keep it funky.
There you go. And have you been with Dolewite this whole 19 years?
Oh yeah. We started. Gosh, way back. I forgot what year, 2006, something like that. But we were in a band before that, all of us, and playing here and there. And we've just been hanging out. And at first it was an excuse, stay friends. And then it was an excuse to party. And it's all those excuses still. But
we still need that excuse to party.
It just happens to work out that we get to party, have a good time. And
now, are you from St. Joe?
Oh, yeah, St. Joe.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been there my whole life. So
Nice.
down here.
Are you familiar with Radke, the band Radke?
Oh, yeah. Actually, I used to. My uncle lives right across the street from him. So when we were kids, we used to play on the same block.
Man, they're one of my favorite bands as well.
I love those guys.
I love punk rock and so and I love you guys as well. What's the second year of this mean to you?
Oh, it's really great to open up the whole season. It feels very special. We play a lot of shows here and there, but to actually open up such a cool venue to so many people and have such a big crowd show up, it feels like a great way to launch something, especially from a local, perspective.
Right.
I mean, there's huge acts that come through this place,
sure.
And I just think it's cool to share the same stage and to feel that vibe of some big audiences. So it's a good time.
Well, you guys are cool. You guys have a great vibe, and you guys bring a big audience as well.
Well, a long time ago, we made a rule that if you couldn't dance to it, we wouldn't play it. So that's what we do. It's all dance music.
Yeah, it's great stuff. I'm super excited for tonight, and Teaspoon, thank you so much. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Mo.
We are rolling.
Kansas City Nights, the podcast. Once again, Backstage. Mo, what is your full name, Mo?
Melissa Burnett.
Melissa Burnett,
Yeah.
Mo, with
I'm Tommy's sister.
okay. All right. I just talked to Tommy. I just met Tommy.
A teaspoon. I call him Tom Spoon.
So you're from St. Joe as well, then? Is that right?
I am.
Okay, nice.
I'm a St. Joe fan.
Well, you are great. I love it when you just bring that whole background sound to Dolewite. Yeah.
you.
How long have you been with Dolewite?
Let's see. I always try to remember they played 3 shows without me, and then I joined the band. So,
Okay.
That was
so
cool.
18 and
Still,
3/4
yeah.
years then.
Pretty much. Yeah, exactly.
What do you like? Because you do bring such a different, such that other element, rather, which needs to be there, of course, for a lot of these songs. What's your favorite part about playing with Dolewite?
Freedom. The not DJ element.
Okay.
The freedom to sing however I want, whenever I want, whatever I want. Creative liberties. I guess that's really what I'm saying. That's my favorite part. I love singing.
Is there a favorite song? I mean, I know you say Snoop Doggy Dogg quite a few times, but is there a favorite song that you have?
I Got 5 on it. That's
Okay.
probably my favorite song to do. I don't even really sing that much, but it's got such a nice groove. It's one of my favorites.
Gosh, and another thing. I mean, you're up there just jamming the whole night.
Yeah.
That's just got to be so demanding physically.
I love it. I think it keeps me young, honestly. I feel like a lot of my peers are wasting. They need to get up, do something.
Yeah.
You know.
No, you're right. Do you do anything different? Electrolytes or anything like that?
For sure. I drink a lot of water. My rule of thumb for, I don't know, at least the past 10 years was every drink have a water. So
I try and do that.
That's my theory, but it never works out that way.
He drinks a lot of whiskey, though.
the
so-
shots might get you sometimes.
Oh, we don't.
Okay.
I know. What does Decades 2.0 mean to you?
A great chance to get together in front of one of the best crowds, probably the best crowd. One of my favorite places to see shows too. So
You're right.
I like that. I like being here and going on stage and knowing that I just saw a band here last summer that I love, and so.
I haven't
cool
met
to
you.
think about.
I'm going to see 311. My daughter and I are going to see 311 July 11th here. It's like their anniversary for the Blue album, so I'm very
Yeah.
excited about that. Mo Burnett, thank you so much for your
you.
time. So looking forward to tonight.
Nice to meet you.
You too. Thank you. KCN.
Interview with me dressing.
We can do that. I can fix your tie for you
recording right
if
now?
you like. Probably. We've been recording since like 2 o'clock today.
Oh, yeah.
So,
How long you been drinking?
Just not too long.
Okay.
Really.
I need to get a drink on. So.
You do. You do. Kansas City Nights. Hey, you know what? This is an old friend of the show. Shawn Poores with the Zero. Sean Zero. How are you? Are you excited?
I'm very good. I'm very, very good.
You excited?
for the night.
Yeah. Decades
Man,
2.0.
It's weird. I can't look deeply into your eyes right now. It's
you
so
want me to take
bizarre.
these
No,
off?
no. It's.
I can. I was talking to Mo
I
Burnett.
got my costume. You got your costume.
That's it.
So,
That's it. Right.
Yeah. So we did this last year.
Oh, man.
Disco Dick and the Mirrorballs, the Zeros, Dolewite.
What a lineup.
70s, 80s, 90s.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's happening 2 more times this year. So, Halloween.
Oh, okay. You're going to be at Halloween as well.
Yep. Not here.
At Voodoo.
Voodoo.
Yeah.
And New Year's at Voodoo. Same lineup.
Dang. At Voodoo. Okay. That'll be great.
So it's going to be, a fun. Maybe you might edit out New Year's. I don't think they're announcing that till after Halloween. So
Don't
we
worry.
can say the Halloween
Nobody
one
watches
now.
this anyway.
Yeah,
It's
bullshit.
okay.
Bullshit.
It's
yeah,
all
cut out the New Year's
good.
one. Rewind.
Take off your shirt again.
Yeah.
Actually, the Dolewite guys were talking about how you guys kind of gave them a boost in their career, start.
Yeah, at the Brooksider. Larry and I, St. Joe boys, they're St. Joe boys and girl. And we played Sumo's wedding in St. Joe. Yes, his wedding reception, it was kick-ass. He was dressed as Frankenstein. She was the bride of Frankenstein. Everybody was in costumes at their wedding. It was really cool. Sumo, have you developed the pictures yet from that wedding? Because
I don't know.
they
I
had a
gotta
bunch
see
of
him.
disposable cameras, and he hasn't developed pictures. But we took some kind of R-rated pictures.
Hey, whoa! What the Zeros do something R-rated? No way.
Yeah, but so we started playing the Brooksider, and they were looking for
Good old
bands, so
days.
we sent them Dolewite, sent PC their way, so got made Brooksider kind of big there.
Yeah,
for a while.
those were
It was
great
like the place
days
to
back
go,
then.
So
And to think I never saw Dolewite at the Brooksider.
you didn't?
No.
I think the first time you saw him was here last year.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Where have you been? You've been
Under
going
a
all those
rock.
Warrant and Lita
yeah.
Ford.
No, wait a
and-
minute. What was it? It's not Hanson. Who is it? Nelson.
Nelson.
Nelson shows, man.
I was looking for you at Warrant the other night in Bullet Boys. I
Oh,
figured
you know,
you'd be there.
I wasn't. My sister was there. Where we were at? What? Where were we at? The night of Warrant and Bullet Boys. We were somewhere. I think we were in Knuckleheads for Scott LOL's 65th birthday or something like that.
So you were missing out. You're late to the Dolewite train.
Yeah, that's not. That's yeah, whatever. I don't know. Hey, thank you always for your time for being with us.
welcome.
And
Anytime.
really
KC
excited.
Knights.
The podcast.
It's like a school football team.
It is.
Go,
And
KC
we're all
Knights.
scoring tonight. KC Nights, a podcast, like Super Backstage at the VIP bar.
That's right. That's right.
At
Where they give
Grinders.
us a limited amount of alcohol, which is smart.
How are you? It's great to see you.
Good. I've been up since 6 a.m. feeding little kids. I'm a preschool chef, as you know. I don't know if you did know that, but that's what I do
That's great.
during the day.
Do the kids like what you cook them?
I'm a very good cook.
Prepare them?
Yeah. I've been kind of half-ass chefing and owning restaurants for my whole time playing music. So I started working at the Grand Falloon as a busboy and way back. And then I was a bartender. So chefs mostly like to go get drunk at the bar after they get off work.
Mm-hmm.
So I made a lot of chef friends, and we would go back to their apartments and make shit while we were drinking Jägermeister. You know.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's a good idea. So would you go to the Ship way back in the early Ship days when it was just for
When it was
servers?
downtown by the courthouse, yeah. And it was a fucking weird place, man.
Is that where the Zoo Bar is now?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
It's on that little
Which
hill
is
going up.
equally a weird place.
Yeah, it was bizarre, and it had the bizarre things in it, which made it even more bizarre, like those little ship weirdness.
Uh-huh.
But nautical theme. But it was like old and weird. But yeah, we would go down there for sure. I'm like an old just restaurant rat, you know.
Did that help you in the Zeros, with the Zeros? Or, I mean, you played in many a band, but...
Yeah. You know, if you play in a band, you usually don't make much money, so you probably better go get a job.
Okay. Right, exactly. So tonight, Decades 2.0. Just tell us about that, what that means to you, and it's a good crowd tonight. I mean, just...
It's decent. It's a little less than last time, but there's a lot going on. And but what does it mean to me? I like teaming up with all these Dolewite Disco Dick, because before we were all like, oh, we're not gonna play a show together, and I always thought that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Like,
Is this when you all were rivals at the Roxy?
why?
Yeah, exactly.
You know. And then finally everybody got their shit together and said, oh, we can play less and make as much money as we did playing a lot. And I'm like, dude, you should listen to the laziest guy in this group.
Well, he got up early and cooked for children this
I
morning.
did tuna casserole, and we had roasted carrots.
Oh,
125 kids today. I'm known as Mr. Larry.
Mr. Larry.
Wow. I love my little toddlers. I never had kids myself, so it's kind of fun. Now I have 120 of them.
I'm sure that you are fun for these kids. Do you wear that same hairstyle?
No. But I have to calm down because you it's up to the teacher, because whether they're going to interact with me or not. So you have to you can't rile them up on your own, or they get pissed.
That's all you need is
But
little
believe
preschool
me,
zeros.
When I started working there, my wife said, look, what you have to realize, those little kids are not your audience. And I know you will think that exactly.
Right.
And I said, what?
What's your wife's name?
Jill.
Jill's awesome, by the way.
Yeah, I love Jill. She just got diagnosed with the MS, people.
Oh, gosh.
And it sucks.
Yeah.
If anybody's been there.
Yeah, no, I know exactly about that.
There's not, I mean, and there's a hell of a lot you can do about it, but
Yeah, right.
just trying to get through it.
Yeah. Well, I'm really excited to see you guys tonight. It's always a pleasure. Are you playing? It's Friday, so are you playing Friday I'm in Love tonight?
You know what? We tried to play that a while back, and we were just really terrible at it. and I'm not sure. It's very, very super produced on that record.
Yeah.
So it's
Okay.
kind of hard for that to translate, and I don't think they play it very much. If that tells you what it's, kind of what it is.
Oh, okay, sure. No, fair enough. It does. It does. Hey, we would love for you to come over and we do like a whole hour podcast with you. By
you
the
have
way,
my number, right? Or do you not?
I don't.
You have Sean's
we'll,
number.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll meet.
Just
with
let me
you.
know.
But it's always great to see you,
Yeah,
and
good to see
certainly
you guys.
appreciate you. You guys bring the new wave '80s to Kansas City for all these years now.
Yeah, it was just something that Shawn and I always loved when we grew up in St. Joe that probably get you beat up if you listen to it.
Another St. Joe person this whole night. Is everybody from St. Joe here other than
the
Brad?
Dolewite characters other than Brad, yeah.
Right. That's crazy. Well, that's great. Kansas City Nights, a podcast, Larry Zero, Decades 2.0.
Shout out to Jim Parker.
Jim Parker for president.
Yeah, this is his son. Look
Yeah,
at
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Better version, new and improved 2.0.
That's it. You got a couple minutes for us?
I sure did.
All
Let me
right.
put a hat on for some sudden.
Yeah.
I'm so tired and horrible. Right?
Yeah, you guys just expend a lot of energy.
What's up?
Kansas City Nights, backstage with an old friend of the show now, Sebastian James. Where are we charting at right now, by the way?
Man, so everything is ran off the charts. But
Okay.
the good news is there's more right behind it.
You've got new stuff coming
Yes,
out.
a lot of fun
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Kyle and I actually just left the studio
Oh,
Sunday night. We were.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it on Facebook, the recordings and stuff.
Yes, I've seen it. It's not as top secret as it once was, but yeah, we went in there and we cut an EP. Kyle, myself, Jimmy Allen, who's the wonderful mind behind your favorite Puddle of Mud songs, John Humphrey from Seether on the drums, Doug Kenworthy on the bass, yours truly singing or attempting to sing and write some lyrics.
No.
So
Hey,
they're great songs, man. It's something I'm really looking forward to. And
I'm sure. But I was listening to Tennessee, by the way. That's
Oh,
now
yeah,
my
yeah,
new
that-
favorite
yeah, that's
because you literally you just leave it all. It really just showcases your vocal talents. On
Thank
that
you,
song.
man. I appreciate that. That was a little bit out of my typical realm of what I would, sing and write about, but it was a song for my grandpa. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was really good. Let's just talk about Decades 2.0. What's that
Yeah.
mean? What's that mean?
Yeah, so Decades was, a real cool idea that we'd kind of been kicking around. I credit Shawn Poores from the Zeros, Sean McClinney, who's one of my favorite guys in the world, from Raoul's, One Block South, all of those. I don't know whose idea it was, but it was somebody's, and we're, grateful to be part of it and hold down the 70s end, and looking forward to doing quite a few more in the future. So stay tuned on future dates.
We've already talked about what's coming up, as far as October and
Yes,
January.
Yeah, we've got October Halloween show that's about to be announced at Harrah's Voodoo Lounge. Same act, 70s, 80s, 90s, disco, Zeros, Dolewite, big party. Gonna blow the roof off of Harrah's. So hope to see
Heck
you
yeah, heck yeah. And tonight weather was a little sus, but man, you guys did a great job. The crowd was really good. All things considered, it was really good.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. That's the thing about Kansas City weather is I don't watch the weather. I don't watch the news. It's if there's a chance of rain, it's probably not. And if there's no chance of rain, it may rain.
Right,
So
yeah.
anymore, in this business, we just tend to not look at the radar and just show up and do what we know how to do.
Well, you guys do it well.
So, you play with your dad a lot in certain bands. So this is his band. Then you've got your band, Rock Gods. That's you. Then, of course, you're singing, as Sebastian James. What is it like, that changing dynamic between the bands? Is it the same, or is it just like whatever
When I was younger, it felt like I was always changing hats, metaphorically. And the older that I've gotten, it's just kind of me. Whether I'm singing or drumming or doing this, it's kind of a walking, talking brand, as we fell into in the beginning of our conversation.
Sure.
I love the original stuff, but disco is something that was, near and dear to my heart as a kid. It was something that changed my life, changed our financial situation as far as that band launching in '98, I believe it was. So coming up on 25 years here in a couple. So glad to still be doing it. Playing with my dad's a lot of fun.
Have you been a full-time member of the band?
13, I believe, maybe 2014. So 10, 11 years.
Great.
Yeah, I think here in a couple years will be the longest tenured version of the act, which is wild to me.
It's great stuff, and again, you're an old friend of the show, and really, and I've said this before, you're pioneering the music coming out of Kansas City, the original music coming out of Kansas City.
Appreciate that. Well, thank you guys again for always sticking with us and listening to us.
I'm
and
going to get this
supporting what
right.
we do.
It's old school cool. I've been practicing this all dang day, by the way.
Rock and roll.
Kansas City night. Sebastian James.
We'll
there
see
you
you
go.
soon. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you.
I didn't want to call you.
Kansas City Nights, a podcast. This is my pleasure. Curtis Anderson. Right? Curtis Anderson.
Still.
You actually been practicing that all day. And old school cool. Yeah, right.
The real name.
Okay, that's it. Disco Dick, right?
Correct, still.
Yes.
27 years later, or whatever it is now.
Hey,
98, so do the math. I guess that's 27, right?
it's great. I actually, one of these days I have to tell you, I have a story about seeing your band like out of the blue,
Okay, I'm
and it
game.
was people I was working with. It was great. It was a great night at the old Roxy, and so thank you for that. No, they were like from out of town, and I brought them there, and it turned out to be one of their funnest nights of
We
the
used
whole
to have
trip.
some crazy nights there, that's for sure.
Yeah. Talk about Decades 2.0. I mean, what's this mean to you? It's good. It was good stuff.
It's
You
a
guys-
thing now. I think, we go the, really old people first, and then the next old people next, and then the least old people next. It's great. 70s, 80s, 90s, you can't beat it. Like, it's something for everybody, and everybody can sort of appreciate all of it. Like, most of my people will hang through the show, and all the Dolewites people sort of get what we're doing, and the Zeros are kind of all, like we were kind of at the same time anyway. So that's my generation.
Right.
Really.
Right.
I was at the skating rink during disco, so that's what I was doing.
Which skating rink was that, by the way?
I was a Coach Slide guy, for sure.
Okay, sure.
All
yeah.
Coach Slide, bro.
Mhm. Yeah, I remember those. What other bands, what all the bands you've been in?
Oh, man. Baloney Ponies was my band.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You might have had some nights at the Roxy with the Baloney Ponies,
Yes.
too, yeah.
Mhm.
Baloney Ponies was my band. Before that, it was just kind of back in the late 80s, I was in a band called Nasty. That was kind of like my first real band. We did originals, we did covers, we traveled a little bit. We all moved to LA together, and some of us came back, some of us stayed, that was crazy. And then kind of in between then, I had a couple of sort of original bands, but once the Baloney Ponies came around, like that was my only band for a hot minute, and then Disco Dick happened, and then both bands, like then it was Baloney Ponies and Disco Dick, like twice a week at the Hurricane for like 2 years. Like I was being both guys.
I've been there for those. Yeah,
a couple of years. That was nuts. And then Ponies kind of slowed down, but then we did an album, and then disco was going. So it's been, the music business is weird. It's in and out, up and down.
You're right, and you see a lot of tribute bands today that will have multiple players. They'll play the same night, different bands.
Yep.
And they'll switch back and forth.
I play, I play in Revelation, and Revelation has a Get Lucky, a Loverboy tribute band. So a lot of times we will give you an hour of Loverboy, and then we give you 90 minutes or 2 hours of Journey. Like that's
gosh, that'd be great.
It's amazing. It's a winner. Loverboy and Journey together. Like that's a great double bill. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. How about I saw you playing for your son Sebastian James at the Uptown Theater.
Yeah, I do that too. I'm also in the Sebastian James band. Yeah. There you go.
Well, I mean, that's got to be just what a moment for you. That has to be.
Yeah, it's great. It's great having him behind me. It's great me being behind him. We just keep just shuffling.
Yeah, no, I mean, you really came through. I was watching you, and did you have a couple parts that you got to be there for, and you were.
There was a lot of homework involved in that because Doug Kenworthy he did the studio tracks of that. I had to learn Doug's parts, and I didn't learn them note for note because I was on a crunch, but I didn't have any bad notes. But
hey, no, you did great. And then, how's your dad? Your dad just retired not too long ago, right?
Doing great, he's chilling, just retired. I mean, he's 82. He'll be
82.
He'll be 83 this year. He worked till he was 81. And then he worked even a little bit after that, and then he just said, "I'm just gonna go."
And he was a drummer, right?
He was a drummer.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And he got his way through high school and college, kind of playing in jazz bands. He did a little bit of that circuit, that Joplin, Springfield. I haven't heard many.
Southeast Kansas kind of deal.
Yeah, he doesn't really let the cat out of the bag on that one. But
yeah, no, he's got to be proud of both of you and your son.
He is. Yeah, like my dad's. He's just proud I'm not in jail. I think.
Hey, please give us one night coming up soon where we can sit down for an hour and talk to you, because
Absolutely.
it really be great to
I'm good.
do a full podcast with you.
My days off are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so you can
great.
nail me down.
All
any
right,
of
that'll
those
work.
nights.
All right. Yeah, and a great job tonight. Always a great job.
My pleasure. Thanks,
Thank you.
brother.
Thank
Yeah, holler
you.
at me. I'm in anytime.
All right. Yeah, Curtis Anderson, Kansas City Knights. There you go.
Hanging in there.
All right. Kansas City Knights podcast with the most important members of Disco Dick and the Mirror Balls.
The most feminine members.
There you go. Hold the microphone up.
Okay.
Tell us your names.
Okay, I'm Talya Groves.
Hi, Talya.
And I'm Brooklyn.
Hi,
I'm
Brooklyn. Hey, how are you? How long have you both been with Disco Dick now?
Oh my God, for me, it's been, I think, maybe 18 years.
Really?
Yeah.
My gosh, you don't look you look like you're 19 years old as
Thank
it is.
you. I'll
Yeah.
pay you later.
This is my second show with Disco Dick.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well,
Yeah.
you both were fantastic. Really,
Thank
it was a good crowd response. One of you, did you both sing your own songs or solo tonight, or?
Yes. So we do a combination of singing background vocals and then lead vocals on some disco girl tunes.
Yeah,
and
sure.
It's great because like I said, this is only my second show with Disco Dick, but both shows I've done have been with Brooklyn, and she has done this many times, and it's been so great to have her as a girl's girl. She's so cool, and we just vibe, like whatever we want to do.
Great. So, Brooklyn, what kind of advice did you give? It's Talya, right? Is that it? What advice did you give Talya on this?
Honestly, I didn't really have to give Talya much advice at all, because she came in and she really matched my vibe, and it just worked out. She knew the songs and she dances. She's obviously gorgeous. And so it just really was like a perfect fit for the band. It was like amazing. So I just be yourself and just have a good time.
How did you get involved in this band?
Okay, well, 18 years ago.
18 years ago. 2007, by the way.
That's crazy.
There weren't even smartphones back then, I don't think.
I know, way back when. Actually, I was performing in a musical, Dreamgirls, and
Great.
a former background singer was in that same musical, and she was like, hey, we're looking for background singers in this band I'm in. It's a disco band, and I auditioned, and the rest is history.
There you go. That's wonderful. What does this mean to you then, this night? I mean, you've been with the band for a long time. This is a big deal. What's that mean?
I love always performing at Grinders. We've been here several times over the years, and it's always a great crowd, lots of good energy in the audience, and overall, I'm just really happy to still be a part of this. We are a fixture in Kansas City.
Sure,
A
yeah.
lot of people know us from the old Raoul days back on 119th. Yes, but it was wild. It was wild back then. But I'm just happy that we're able to still, have a great reception from the audience, and
you
it's
sure
amazing.
do. You both really got great receptions tonight. And then, Talya, how did you get involved with the band?
Well, I grew up with Sebastian.
Okay.
We graduated.
Are you another St. Joe person? Is it St. Joe?
No, we went to English Landing Elementary School together. We were in the same kindergarten class.
Okay, Northland.
Yeah,
okay.
we grew up in the Northland, and I think that they were looking for another singer, and I have my own band in town.
Oh,
and
what's that
Sebastian, Talya, and her boyfriends.
Oh, okay. Okay,
And
nice.
so Sebastian and I have kept up through the years, cheering each other on. I've always loved to see what's going on with Rock Gods and with Disco Dick, and I ended up at a show of theirs back in the fall at Knuckleheads, and I was losing my mind because it was my first time getting to see them live, because I moved back to Kansas City, and I was losing my panties over the Rock Gods. Okay, and so literally we just reconnected that way, and I always knew Curtis because he was Sebastian's dad, obviously, and so Sebastian hit me up and he was like, would you want to sing with Disco Dicks? And I was like, would I want to? Like, let's go.
Where did you move back from?
New York.
Oh, wow. Like New York, New York.
Yes. And so, and like I said, we like kept up through the years cheering each other on. But so I knew that they were just incredible. And the chance to sing, Kansas City is such a great music city.
It sure is.
But to collaborate with musicians of this kind of top tier, it was a no-brainer. It was like, are you kidding?
And get to be in crowds like this. as
And
well.
disco?
Yeah.
Like,
and
not to mention,
70s
it's not at
disco.
all, like, it's like, I am in the wrong era already, so, you know, to get to do, like, Gloria Gaynor and, like, all the diva stuff while working with some of the best musicians in the city, it's like, obviously.
Right. That's awesome. That's awesome. Hey, ladies, thank you so much for your time and for your talent. And it's so great to talk to you both. And look forward to seeing you both again soon. KCN Nights. There you go. All right. That was awesome. That was great.